Hey, bro.
Hey man, how's it going?
It's good.
Happy
What's going on?
Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy
Yeah,
Friday.
the tip of the week. It's gonna be it's been a great week, and so looking forward to the weekend. But
Look, check it
I
out. Check it
I
out.
I see a little bit of a some branding happening on that shirt. Like what is
Woo-hoo.
up with that?
Yeah, man. We just became Kajabi Heroes next level, so that's super cool. All of our, inner circle and coaching stuff is on the Kajabi platform. We like it.
Yep,
We've used it now for years, so we're
very
we're
cool.
in a new tier of Kajabi Hero status. It's kind of a
Hmm.
cool program they do where they give you swag if you hit new tiers. So we just passed a big milestone, and that's awesome. So I got a free
They
sweatshirt.
give you a little
Kind of awesome.
sweatshirt. I love it.
Yeah,
That's super
kind of cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
very
Well,
cool. All right.
today, what are we talking about?
Yeah, you ready to jump into it? We got a good tip of the week, I think.
We do.
So I continue to hear concerns, heartache, and frustration from Amazon sellers about their accounts being closed, and it's just a top of mind issue for Amazon sellers. And I thought I'd ask you about it. You've gotten some new details about another angle in which Amazon is using, a reason to shut down people's accounts. You want to walk us
Yeah.
through some of that and talk people down from the ledge, or just give us context in terms of what you think is happening?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I think so. Just to provide context, let's back this up one other level. I think that I'll give you a hard, concrete example of it for sellers as well. But I just think that Amazon is actively. I don't know if they're necessarily trying to do it from a like intentionality point of view, but there are business models on Amazon that I think that are rapidly coming to an end.
Okay.
Meaning, I think
Like
that
which ones? I mean, what do you mean?
yeah, for sure. So, for example, I think arbitrageurs, both online retail, it's going to become an increasingly difficult model to get any sort of scalability and long-term success. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
you already known that as you've been in the model, if that's what you do. I
Yeah.
just think the competition makes it increasingly harder, but also Amazon's commitment to brand owners who are
Okay.
owning these brands that you're wholesaling,
Yeah.
meaning that they're locking that down and therefore removing your ability to sell without notice, right? Like they're literally just saying, nope, you're done. You can't sell this product.
Wow.
Even if you have the product in FBA, you
Wow.
can't sell the product.
Yeah.
So that is happening for
So
sure.
what's the trigger points that are pushing people into account closure? What is there any new layer of drama or concern that people are hearing
Yeah.
about?
So, I mean, so from that standpoint, let's talk about private label. And, that's sort of where a lot of people end up transitioning to. And I think what's going on with that in recent news is that people who are using ranking strategies. Now, the funny
What do
thing
you
is,
mean? What's a ranking strategy? What
so
do
a
you mean?
ranking strategy is a way for you to try to uh, manipulate Amazon's A9 algorithm into ranking your product on the first page. Now,
Okay.
Amazon would like you to think, okay, well, this happens all organically and naturally, and it does, and they want to surface the best, most highly ranking product.
Yeah.
But sellers are actively sort of trying to unpack that and make it work in their favor.
Okay.
And the reason why makes a lot of sense because there's so much black hat activity on Amazon from Chinese sellers and other third party sellers that are just blatantly not following the rules or aggressively breaking them,
Okay.
that private labelers they feel like they're legitimate brand owners are trying to stay competitive
Okay.
in these marketplaces. So
So what do
they
they
try
do
different
that's wrong
tactics.
or that gets them busted?
Well, here's the catch, is that what they're doing now may not be wrong when they're doing it, but as
Okay.
soon as Amazon flips the switch and makes a policy change, and you're
Okay.
not aware of it, you can be penalized. Here's an example in the last a couple of weeks has
Okay.
been sellers who have used highly discounted products like 99% off, 98% off, and there's different products out there that will allow you to do that, different services that'll help you like launch your product
Okay.
on Amazon. And
Like what are some of the top ones?
like
So
viral launch.
I'm playing the totally I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah, yeah,
role,
yeah,
but
for
I
sure, for
actually
sure.
know nothing about this. So it's
Sure.
actually
For
awesome.
example, yeah, like viral launch is one,
Okay.
and they've seen
Okay.
some of their clients
I've
have
heard of
issues.
viral launch. Sure. Okay.
Sure, and so they have a big email list that they have,
Okay.
and they run it out there and send it out, and they get a discount, and they buy, and they go to Amazon, they put in the coupon code, and then they do that, and that was driving sales velocity, which helps the
Which
product
ranks
get picked up by the algorithm and
and
rank it and stuff like
reviews and
that.
all that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, Amazon like last year made it to where if you give like more than a 30% discount on any item, you actually can't leave a review for it.
So obviously Amazon's on the path toward censoring this type of activity, because clearly if they turned off the reviews below a certain percentage, they don't like that. And so then if you're doing viral launches now, you're saying that, have you heard people's accounts just being boop?
Just closed. And so there's definitely a movement away from that as policy or as a tool to use for that, and forcing companies to sort of reevaluate how they're doing launching and how they're working through those processes.
Because you used to be able to just give away product.
Sure. For reviews, actually, even
for reviews, and then you'd have a lot of velocity, and you'd have a lot of reviews. That used to be the launch strategy.
That
was old. So then viral launch was like, oh, just do it as a discount, and we'll have people buy it at an extreme discount. And then that got sort of shut down. So clearly they're in this cat and mouse game, but Amazon's got it's a massive sledgehammer.
They do. They own it.
The penalty of it's not. I mean, for a company, I suppose like viral launch, they're like, yeah, this is not against the TOS. Here, do this. But for you as a personal owner of the brand, and if you're the one out of 1,000 or whatever, that gets the account closure statement, bro.
Well, and to be fair and transparent, we don't know all the details that went into that account closure. So it could have been a whole host of things, right? For sure.
And we're not disparaging viral launch. And if they have a business that's compliant with the TOS, then
they're cool. They're cool. They're super cool, and they're trying to provide tools for Amazon sellers. I like them a lot.
The issue is Amazon is continuing on their journey to try to I suppose what you might say, only have authentic sales velocity be recorded, but a marketer's job is to push traffic to their product.
Send traffic, and you the nature of the competitive. I mean, Amazon is a good brand name as a seller on that, because it is a jungle, and it's eat or be eaten, and you constantly are pushing the line to try and do that, because if you're not, you're going to get overtaken for sure.
So is it obvious? The answer is obvious. We teach people Shopify. Our course is taught over 20,000 people how to use Shopify now. It's obviously, one path forward to say, hey, potentially set up your own website, but that's not a solution for everybody. So is anything else in your mind that's a helpful step for people who might be concerned about this?
Yeah, I think it comes down to building an audience. Even as an Amazon seller, you may not get a fully baked Shopify store up and running, and that may not be where you're at. But I do think it is important, even at the beginning, to start thinking about how do you build an audience off of Amazon. And that audience could be hopefully your email list. It could be if you want to use Facebook Messenger, ManyChat. If you want to build a list, a Facebook group, like some closed garden that you control the audience and the content to.
So this is obviously a topic for a whole different tip. I think we need to go into that. So let's do this. Next week, let's talk about audience building versus traffic building, the differences. I think there's some nuance there that's important to point out. So let's save that one for next week. Maybe that's a good segue. But if you're watching this and you want to go deeper with us, of course, we have the Inner Circle program available. You can check it out on winningонshopify.com. And we also have one-on-one coaching. If that's of interest, be sure to go check out the application process. It's by application only. We work with clients every day and have several hours a day that Kyle and I have in our schedules to work with one-on-one clients. We literally do video calls just like this, and we work with them on their brands, their traffic strategies, their Shopify sites, and really work to get the sales velocity happening in a successful way. Not just Shopify, but also on their Amazon product. And we have clients who sell on eBay and Walmart and Etsy and on and on and on. So we're honored to work with one-on-one clients. And so that makes for you, check it out. And we will get the application you submit. And then we set up a 30-minute conversation to talk about it, explain the details, figure out whether it makes sense on your side and on our side as well, and go from there. So let's wrap it up. Until next week.
Good stuff.
Talk to you soon, man. Okay.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Yep. Bye.